Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam and anyone else who's watching, to Lviv and Let Die, the Ben Wheatland kicking other teams' ass edition, hopefully. Now, we are back in potentially the second to last video, depending on how things go, with Lviv. We have to play Dynamo Kiev, probably the last decent team we have left to play in the domestic season. And then Arsenal, probably the best team we'll play all year. So let's do it. Here we go. We've got injuries. They abound. Wolfgang Klein, he's actually potentially going to have a yellow card, but he did score in that last game. We're actually going to start Udo and Plan Insect together up front. At the back, we're going to play Badani, who's going to get himself probably a yellow card. Sustravaganza, and we're going to put Mr. Benitez in goal, and in midfield we're going to put we'll leave Shahata and we'll put in Shungu to start next time. Nia Beton maybe let's go with Magno in midfield. That'll do, Pig, that'll do. Let's go and beat these Dynamo. I mean, what are they doing? What is that formation? I don't really understand it, but I'd love to see how our quick boys get on with them. There's a lot of space behind their middle four, and I think we can probably exploit that. There's a lot of space here and a lot of space here. Panzeroo, the panda kangaroo hybrid there in the midfield for Dynamo. Borovkov, formerly of this parish. Ashkenazi hits the ball up towards Udo. Masha, I hear her laughing and chuckling away on the call with her friends from university in the background. So I'm trying to keep the screamage to a minimum. In this game, I think it will not be a problem unless things get particularly frustrating. The next game, that might not be possible. But yeah, you might notice that I'm not as exuberant as once I may have been. That is partly because Masha is doing that, and also because I'm quite tired. I had a couple of yawns in between the two games. It's only 8 o'clock here, and I do intend to finish watching a YouTube video and then continue to read my book once this is over. Oh, Halstenberg just needed to head down, and that would have gone in, and then we'd be ahead, and then everything would have been brilliant. But it's okay. Croatian Commie has the ball. Planinsek gives it to Udo, who is running through. Udo, but Kanibalotsky, the same name of the goalkeeper who was playing in goal for them last time we were on video against Dynamo. I think I mentioned that his name was Kanibalotsky. But anyway, he's in goal again. He makes a good save. We've got a corner now. Shahata's corner comes in. Musakert tries to head down, but doesn't. Borovkov now completely pushed away beautifully by our lovely centre-back boys. Udo with the ball. Can he go himself? He does, but I think he took a deflection off of Planinsek. Now Kanibalotsky. Ashkenazi on the right gives it to Donkor. Gives it back to Ashkenazi. Through Magno. Is back with Donkor. Tries to play the ball in, but nobody is able to move around very much in the box, and the ball is cleared. 10 minutes gone. Ashkenazi forward. Planinsek puts the ball in. Mehmeti. But no. Ashkenazi up to Magno. Donkor across towards Shahata, but it was cleared. Badani now. We're trying to move up the left instead. There is that gap that I mentioned at the beginning. Udo puts it in the middle. All he had to do was put it in the middle, but no, he went for it himself, and the goalkeeper was equal to it. Lovely ball forward. Planinsek's first touch was poor, and he was given offside, although I don't know if he was. Nevertheless, as I mentioned in the Krivbas game in the last video, doesn't matter. None of this matters anymore. We have already won the league. It's probably our last league. We can't win every single game because we've already drawn, so that record's gone. So we just have to enjoy the league games and prepare for the Arsenal. Van Dijk to Borovkov. Ashkenazi does nicely to get it, and now we spring up their end of the pitch. Planinsek has the ball. Can he cross? He does. Udo Doesn't quite get there, but it's okay. The ball has fallen to us. We still have it, sort of. We didn't make the best use of that there. Magno turns, gives it out to Shahata, who just crosses surely again. No. In fact, it's tackled by Eduardo, and now they attempt to clear. Goes straight to our defender, though. Ashkenazi plays the ball up to Donkor. Donkor crosses. Shahata at the back post, but he heads high and wide. Okay, Shahata to Planinsek. Planinsek across Udo. Come on, mate. Oh, bad luck there. The shot was heading towards goal, but Shahata was running across the goal and it hit his heels. Shahata's free kick. Way too banana-y, lad. Why don't we just score some goals? Veselinovic, good defending there. They still have the ball, though. They're coming forward. Vasiliev. He's been at Dynamo Kiev for what seems like forever, Vasiliev. Has scored against us on occasion. Lovely ball through, and Borovkov, our former player, and Ashkenazi stops him on the line. He has scored for them before against us, but this time he was denied. Holstenberg heads clear. Panzaru, again tackled by our boys, and we clear. Badeni up to Udo, who tries to win the ball in the air but doesn't. What about now? Yes, he does get it briefly, and he's tackled. Vasiliev goes all the way back. Come on. Tackle Van Dijk. It's a corner. Are they still playing that silly formation? They are. Benitez makes a good save. Easy catch. Badeni has been injured now. Fucking hell, come on. Dolenko to Borovkov. Eduardo. Dolenko. Vasilinovic. Vitali Panzaru. I thought he was going to get tackled and we were going to give away a penalty, but it seems like we were lucky he was offside. Shahata now with the ball. Gives it to Udo. He's found that space that we were talking about so many times. Magno. He's arriving in the Frank Lampard role, but he did not finish in the Frank Lampard style. Veselinovic. Oh, he's got the ball, but Benitez makes an easy save. Benitez now to Badeni. Badeni, huge ball up. The goalkeeper's going to get there first. He certainly does. Kanibalotsky. Does he kick? He does, and Croatian Komi wins it. Vasiliev. Mehmeti. Dolenko. Big ball up towards their right winger, but Badeni gets in the way. Planinsek plays. Oh, it's lovely, and Magno scores. I think he took it off Planinsek's feet there, but it doesn't matter. He's put the ball home, and that's the quality that we have. Donkor's ability to cross the ball in those situations. He must be, I mean, he doesn't record this, I don't think, in terms of all-time assists, but he must be the club's record assist maker, because he's got the most in a single season, and he makes just a lot of assists all the time. He's an assist machine. Croatian Komi's off injured, not good at all. Planinsek puts it to Magno. Magno goes for goal again, and he does find the net. What a beautiful goal. He does have that in him. Doesn't do it quite enough as I would like, but he does have it in him. I think I'm going to take Croatian Komi off at half-time, if he's not forced off already. Doesn't look like he's going to be. Whistle goes for half-time. Magno's run them ragged. How's he looking? Croatian Komi down to 78. Yeah, I think we can take him off. We can maybe play... We can actually maybe bring Halstenberg forward and then put Topalovic at the back like that, just to keep him fit. I'm pleased with how things are going. A lot more to come from you, etc. and etc. 45 minutes to go for this game, and then we get to play the big one, the Arsenal. Badeni, Shahata puts the ball in towards Planinsek, doesn't get there though. Ashkenazi to Badeni, lovely through ball, and Udo scores. Is that going to be given as an own goal? No. I think it might have taken a deflection off of Mehmeti, but it goes in, and Udo scores to make it 3-0 to us, and we are edging ever closer to that 100 goal mark for the season, as we so often do. In fact, I think we've already scored 100 goals in the season, but it would be that they're obviously I'm talking about league goals. Topalovic heads over. 55 minutes gone. We are looking good. It would be nice if some of these later, like games towards the end of the season, had any kind of jeopardy. It's been a long time since that's been the case, these league games, but it's okay. Planinsek running forward. He's got plenty of space to decide what to do with it. He plays it towards the back post, and I think that was Shahata's header that goes way, way wide. Never mind. Shungu's going to come on for Shahata, and Biton is going to come on for Donkor, with the idea of preserving their fitness for the Arsenal game and making sure that Biton and Dooku, what's his name? No, Dooku, we're talking about Shungu, actually also have some match fitness and some preparation. Magno scores a stunner for a hat-trick. That's what he did against, was it Inter? He did exactly the same thing. 2 long-range goals. Just beautiful. And we're 4-0 up now. Magno really staking a claim for some involvement in that Arsenal game. He's probably going to start from the bench, considering he's just played 90 minutes a few days before. But what a performance. And hopefully he can take some of that form into a late cameo against Arsenal. Good tackle. And now we go forward. Udo has been tackled. Didn't get injured, it looks like. At least I hope. The ball goes up towards Biton. And now Planinsek has it again. Planinsek goes round his man. Can we put the ball in the middle? Can we have a fifth? Or Kanibalotsky makes a great save. And for a game that looked pretty even before, or at about 40 minutes, has now gone on to be a pretty comfortable 4-0 win. The ball came in and surely Planinsek just had to touch that home, but he doesn't. I was going to say, actually, statistically, it was probably the keeper keeping them in it. They were doing... we're not doing anything particularly better this half, I think, except for just finishing, because we've been playing a lot of very good balls into the box and making some good chances, as we always do. And we just need someone to be on form to finish things off. Planinsek now, can we just finish them off here? Shungu tries. He puts the ball in the middle again, but Todorov gets in the way. Eduardo giving it clear to Litovchak. Borovkov, though, tackled on the halfway line. We're not letting him anywhere near our goal. Eduardo running forward, though, on the right, and it goes off of Bedani out for a throw. 86 minutes played. Just a few minutes more. We want to try and just shut this down so we're ready for the Champions League game. Eduardo, he throws the ball towards Litovchak. Musaka wins the ball above Borovkov, and now we have a break on right at the end. Planinsek going with the ball, goes round his man. No, not quite. His shot was deflected. And again, now they start to come forward. Bedani loses out, actually, in his challenge with Litovchak. Eduardo has it. And can he put the ball in? He does. Panzaru gives it to Benitez, however. Fairly tame effort, put off well by the defending pressure, methinks. Todorov. Oh, Mehmeti. Nice. We keep going, and Musakert gets there as well. Nicely done. Too much talking in a row means that I now have a slightly strained voice, but it's okay because Udo has put a 5th goal past Dynamo Kiev. It is an easy goal. Biton crosses. Udo touches home. That's very much a classic Wheatland goal. They haven't changed their retarded formation at any point during this game, despite the second half collapse that they've had. Ashkenazi, Musakert goes for a... that would have been nice. I wanted to mention there was a very funny goal that we scored. In fact, it was in the game that had to be replayed because of the crash. But we were playing against Stal, and the ball was played up from the goalkeeper. The midfielder took it, and there was just good movement from Udo. He ran forward past the defence, and he played a through ball to him. Udo running with it, and from about 25 yards out, he shot into the corner. And so it was about 3 touches before the ball hit the net from the goalkeeper's hands, and the commentary was like, "Oh, it's a beautiful move there by..." So yeah, no, it's scintillating football. Zoya have gone down. It took them longer than I thought it was going to. They only scored 9 goals all season, although they do still have 4 games or 5 games left. Simply faultless, tremendous. Yes, he's been really good. Yeah, they only have 1 win all season. Not a strong showing from Zoya, but then they are a newly promoted side, and in this league they tend to do very badly. Vorskla this season bucking that trend. Last season, or the 2 seasons before, Kryptoplitsia did it, and Stal Olchevsk this year, the year before last, No, last year. Jesus. 2 years ago, Krintz did well. Last year, Stalochevs did well. This year, that Vorskla team are doing okay. Rosic Hell's Planinsek. Thanks, mate. Doing okay in the league. And Beatsymbol set new record. Yes, we know. Now, the thing is, the game against Arsenal is a big test for that record, but more importantly, it's a big test for where we are as a club. Are we able to finally get past the quarterfinals for the first time in what feels like it might even be since we won the league? I don't think we've been, once we won the Champions League, I don't think we've been back in the semi-finals, and that means it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be the 6th year, if we don't go through, that we have failed to reach the semi-finals. I feel like this year we need to. Just to make this a fun and fitting end to the video series. I think if we even just got to the final, even if we were to lose in the final, it wouldn't be so bad. You see that our financial balance is pretty much terrible. I don't know quite why. We've got a season budget remaining of £44 million a remaining budget of £41 million if we have a balance of minus 2 million, nearly 3 million. But that's not my job to balance the books, even though I have been doing it for the best part of 2 decades. It is actually the board's job. So yeah, I mean, they shouldn't have let me buy all those players, basically. That's what I'm saying. But like I mentioned, I think in the last video or the video before that, they'll probably balance the books by selling all of the players once we leave. Last time out, we played very well. It gives us confidence. You have an important fixture. Do you think I'm going to rest players like Lacroix and Magno against Arsenal so that we can focus on Metallurg? Shut up. We're a little lucky. What a fucking stupid set of questions. Are you going to rest players against Arsenal in the Champions League quarter-final second leg so that you can play your meaningless league game against Metallurg Donetsk with a strong team? I don't care about Metallurg Donetsk. I might deliberately play a youth striker just to piss off the game. The fools. But we are now excited to learn of how this is going to go. I mean, I have a good feeling, but then I had a good feeling last time. Didn't we beat them 3-1 at home? Am I thinking that right? Or was it did we beat them 3-2 and then we lost 3-1 away? I think that might be how it was. I'll double check that before we go into this game, because I just want to check the past results. Hull have secured a playoff spot. Well done to Hull. Come on, game. No need to process everything in the world in these few days in between. Let's just quickly go to Lviv fixtures, past meetings, and look at what happened. Oh, I didn't even need to do that. I could have just gone back a year. It's okay. Last year, yeah. So we won 4-2 at home and lost 3-1 away. Of course. Okay, so that means we've drawn 1-1 away. So now we just need to do the job this way round. Lacroix, he's almost fit. He's not going to be fit enough to make this game, I'm afraid. Donkor's not going to play to start with. It's going to be Biton, and we are going to put in Determined Henry. Up front, let's leave Planinsek with... but Planinsek's played... Oh, no, he did play well. In fact, Addo played well in the last game. No, we're going to play with Klein. Klein and Planinsek up top. And in goal... Why is he ineligible? Oh, because that makes sense, because he's the backup goalkeeper. And defence-wise, we don't have Alexiev, he's still out. Topalovic is... Mr. Kurt's more experienced. Topalovic is... They're the same in every sense, but Musa Kurt's been playing well recently. Let's go with that. Musa Kurt and Halstenberg. Our defensive pairing in this game. They've got Verhoek. They're going with the same team that they keep going with. If Lviv avoid defeat, this will be the longest undefeated streak we've ever had. Fine. Let's say good luck out there. Calmly say I have faith. The most important match of the season. And it hangs... Oh, you fucking kidding me? We get an injury after 1 minute. Verhoek's been booked. Good. 14 minutes gone, not a single highlight, although we do now have one. Planisek trying to bring the ball forward. The ball falls to Croatian Komi. Back to Biton. Biton's shot was poor. Very, very poor. It's okay, though. It's okay. Oh, we have a second highlight straight away afterwards. Badani to Shahata. Shahata's ball to the back post. Biton scores. I'm trying to keep it down. I would have shouted much louder, but Biton has scored, and we are 1-0 up against Arsenal. Yes, please, come on. Is it too early? Have we angered the beast too early? We'll not know until after this moment. Now we'll know. No, it seems like we have the chance to move forward. Klein! Oh, Klein's header nearly snuck in at the front post there. They do start to launch an attack. This is immediately afterwards. I wouldn't put it past them to score immediately. Biton, no. Biton goes through with the ball. He didn't need to do that. Oh, he could have just side-footed it to Klein. He was right there with him. Halilovic, though, does look like he's in pain and may need to remove himself from the game. Maybe that wouldn't be a bad thing for us. Shahata now with the ball to Badani. That's going to be... No, it's not. Oh, it nearly fucking goes in. And a huge ball from them for Verhoek to chase. Musa Kirk gives it back to Seaman. His clearance isn't good, but the crazy decision from Einarsson was to just kick that straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, and then Einarsson nearly follows it up with a free kick. They're starting to come into it. They're starting to have chances, so we need to keep our head in the game here. Now, a corner from Determined Henry. Ray clears, but it goes back to Determined Henry. Oh, he puts the ball in, but Silva clears. Halstenberg back to Badani. Not the most creative left back, but it's okay. Shahata. Oh, Kleiner scored. It's 2-0. Lviv are 2-0 up against Arsenal at home. They find themselves in a real mess. They've got a lot of work to save this game, says the game. Will that be foreshadowing? We don't know. They've only had one shot on target so far. We are well worth our 2-0 lead. This does mean that it can't now go to extra time. So we are going to be done in the 90. That's fine. Halstenberg to Croatian Komi. Seaman now, what's he going to do? Go big up the pitch. Klein somehow wins it on in the air. Oh, he gets it back from Shahata. Klein with the ball again. Puts into the middle. Biton at the back post. If only that kid was good at heading the ball, he would be a player. He's actually been injured now. We might have to just double check on him at half time, see what his fitness is like. Halstenberg wins it though. Determined Henry to Klein. Determined Henry has set up Klein to turn and shoot, but unfortunately it goes well wide. 44 minutes gone, nearly. Einarsson lets the ball run. We look like we might have them in this one, guys. Ashkenazi, we do have a whole second half to go though. Biton to Planinšek. Planinšek turns and he's running down the right. Biton battles on. Silva manages to clear. That is disappointing, but it's okay. Planinšek has it back. Biton to Determined Henry. Determined Henry shoots. Carrera makes a save. Ashkenazi now to Planinšek. Planinšek, his ball falls to Determined Henry. Croatian Komi goes for goal from long range, but smashes the ball over the bar. That's the end of the first half. Anyone actually injured? Biton, he's playing so well. I'm not going to take him off yet. I was going to tell them I'm happy with their performance. I'm not going to tell them anything else. I'm just going to tell them I'm happy. And straight away, Jozic scores immediately after half-time. Am I going to come to regret that non-second part of the team talk? Fuck. Jozic scores. One more goal for them and they're through. Raby now with the ball. Jozic. Raby puts the ball in. I mean, I thought Sagers was offside, but it's okay. We tip it around for a corner. Seaman now saves from Sakibu. We should have expected that this onslaught was coming. Shahata, though, with a free kick. Oh, he wasted it. Goes well over the bar. Biton, I'm going to keep him on. We're going to straight away do something different, and we're going to take off Planinšek. And actually, we're going to bring on Kofi Donker as well. We're going to move big early on to make a change. Determined Henry attempting to tackle Romero but doesn't. Parkin in the middle sets up Jozic for a long-range effort. Seaman backpedaling, touches it over, and it's a corner for Arsenal. Things are looking dodgy now, and I am unhappy with this. Croatian Commies taken a knock. That's no good. 62 minutes gone. A long throw from them. Halstenberg, huge ball, and Udo has it. Udo, just please cross it. Oh, why do they never do that? Why do they never do that? That should have been 3-1, and we've already had a chance like that. Fuck. Determined Henry's corner. Crosses in. Back post. Musa Kurt. Oh, he's robbed. On the back post. All he had to do was touch it with his head, and it would have gone in. Oh... 65 minutes. We have one substitution left to make. Croatian Commie took a knock. He'll probably need to come off. Ashkenazi puts the ball in towards no one. Badania, it drops to him. He would have been the most unlikely of scorers. But his volley, unsurprisingly, really sort of tamely trickles wide. Seaman now up to Ashkenazi. Donkor turns, gives it to Determined Henry. Udo with the ball to Shahata. Shahata... Oh... Okay, 72 minutes, 75 minutes. We have another corner. Udo to win. He does. Okay, Ashkenazi heads on for Verhoek. No. The ball nearly deflects in off our defender, but Seaman was sharp to it and turns and saves. Shahata heads clear, and now Musa Kurt with the ball, running with it as well, weirdly. Can he play it forward? He just had to play it forward. Parkin now, and okay, Badeni sensibly heads back to Seaman. That was a clever defensive move, but we really wasted a chance there. Klein taken out by Willie Ray Cyrus. Determined Henry looking tired. Croatian Commie looking tired. It's going to be Determined Henry coming off. Magno is coming on for the final 13. Ray's going to get booked. No, he's not. He just gets a warning. Sakibu, they've taken off their best centre-back, I think. I guess number 5 is the guy that came on. No? Who did come on? 2. So they've brought on a right back. They've changed. They've gone 4-4-2. Okay, we still haven't made our substitution, but Determined Henry now has the ball. Ashkenazi plays it all the way up towards Donkor, but Donkor wasn't really there. Still played it up to him though, and we want to throw in that we really didn't deserve. 79 minutes, 80 minutes. We've got a corner. Shahata puts the ball in. Halstenberg only had to keep his header down and we would have been through, but no. He's headed it over and now it's still squeaky bum time. Romero puts the ball towards the back post, but Seaman is there. A little too much towards him. Seaman now to Badeni. To Shahata. Tackled, but Shahata keeps going. Shahata to Magno. Magno's ball to Klein. Klein with the ball now. What's he going to do? He's going to keep going. He goes himself. Oh, it could have been an absolutely magical goal. Halstenberg fouls Verhoek and actually seems to have injured him. In fact, I think he's going to have to come off, looking at the way his thing has come up on the formation chart there. No, he seems to still be on. Shahata's ball. Oh, Carrera. Oh, no, he did come off. They've gone 4-1-4. Shahata's ball in. Oh, it's another corner. Romero heads over. 3 minutes to go plus added time. Shahata puts the ball in one more time. Halstenberg, but Carrera saves. Raby now to Parkin. Sager's great tackle from Musa Kurt. Halstenberg's ball up towards Udo. It gets there. Magno to Shahata. Just hold on to it. We don't have to be overly exciting with this play at this point. Donkor to Croatian Commie, to Magno to Ashkenazi. Puts the ball in the middle, but it doesn't. Oh, that was so wasteful. And the ball, they luckily waste their chance to counter. There's 4 minutes of added time. They've got a long throw. Donkor gets it, clears, but doesn't get it properly cleared. Donkor now does, though. Udo with the ball. Udo to Ashkenazi. Ashkenazi, come on, mate. Go round your man and shoot cross. It goes in. Oh, but Ray clears. They've gone 4-3-2 apparently, but it's the same formation they were in before. Here comes the corner. Can we get a last-minute goal? Oh, Carrera claws it out from underneath the crossbar. We have another corner. Shahata in. Oh, get back, guys. Don't keep up. Croatian Komi wins against Josic in the air, I think. I'm not really sure. Parkin, Shahata makes what had to be done. Goes in through the back, and he didn't even get booked. Magical. And we've won. We're through. We've finally done it. Arsenal have been vanquished in the Champions League, and we are through. I don't care if it was a Jekyll and Hyde performance. I don't think it was. They came on. We should have expected that, and we were dominant. We could have had a much more comfortable victory, but it doesn't matter. We're through. We're through. So it's going to be us versus Real Madrid or Juventus, just in case we didn't have enough fun already. We turn on the style and we win. That's the main thing. I don't care about how we do it. Superb performance. Very pleased to have got the victory. I had confidence we'd see it out. Neil was outstanding. He was. He had a very good first half before getting injured. Okay. Now we need to know when our next game is. I'll play through because those games will be played on the Wednesday night. We'll see what happens, and then we'll know when we're going to be back on camera, guys. We'll know. We will know. So what are we going to get? Are we going to get Real Madrid or are we going to get Juventus? It's finally poised, but I think Real Madrid have the advantage of away goals at the moment. And, it must have gone to extra time. Diaz scoring late on for Juventus. So we can't tell still. Okay, Real Madrid went through on penalties. Interesting. So that means we draw them in the Champions League. When are our next fixtures against them then? We have plenty of time. Okay, so we have 2 games to play, and then we'll play Sevastopol and Real Madrid, and then Iličević and Real Madrid. So I'll see you guys in the next one.